Sneako and Moist Critical, two names that we haven't heard from in a while since their last feud, which was about a month ago, and they just recently had a feud again, a tiny one, but nonetheless nobody really talked about it, and that's mainly because Logan Paul has been dominating the headlines. We're talking about regular headlines, news headlines, people's dreams. I had a dream of Logan Paul the other day, and he was chasing me with a Prime Energy drink. I mean, it's gotten that bad. However, we're not here to talk about Logan Paul. I don't want to talk about Logan Paul. We've been talking about Logan Paul for like the past 2 weeks. I kind of want to give that a break and just kind of focus on something else, Sneako and Moist Critical, because this is something that I am definitely interested. So obviously they had their feud and they came together for a reunion and they had a couple of words to exchange. Now this all started because Sneako's fans were going over to Moist Critical's stream and just kind of teasing them there, kind of poking fun at him. And so Moist Critical, being a comedian, he kind of wanted to poke back, and things got really interesting and later on got heated.
Sneako would beat your ass. Maybe. How about this? If he fights Brandon, then I'll consider it. Brandon's my champion. Tell him to stop ducking Brandon and I'll take him seriously. Tell him to pause cuties real quick. I talk shit back and now you go into his chat and do nothing but hide. Pathetic. No different than Sneako. Tell him to fight Brandon, and then we can talk about me fighting him.
Now, Brandon Buckingham, if you guys don't know who Brandon Buckingham is, he is a YouTuber who likes to go out and interview the human species. So it's pretty interesting stuff. However, I don't really watch his content. The only reason why I even know about Brandon is because of Sneako. Now, if you guys don't know, Brandon participated in a boxing match, and I think he won. I believe he won. And during the interview of his victory, they asked him, like, you know, is he planning on fighting anybody else or something like that? And then he ended up uttering Sneako's name, which was quite interesting.
How do you think you'll do against Sneako in MMA?
I would absolutely ravage him. I would destroy him, and I wouldn't stop when the ref pulled me off. I would choke him and until he gets brain damage. Just kidding.
Yeah, so it's a spicy take. Now, he ended up saying that he was just kidding, but the thing is that I don't think he was kidding at all, because I believe about a month or two after that interview, he ended up dropping 2 videos. All right. The first video that he dropped was a diss track. His diss track is 16 minutes long, and the majority of it is dedicated to Sneako. And he's just completely flaming Sneako, talking about his girlfriend, talking about how they're gonna run a train on that. Like, bro, like, it's brutal. I don't know if you guys know this, but there is a nude of Sneako out there in the internet, and Brandon, in that video, in that diss track, he ends up taking and prints out that photo. He shows it up to the camera and he burns it right where his penis would be, and it's just going up in flames. And the second video is a video where Brandon talks about Sneako's like past statements. Brandon just dissects everything that Sneako has talked about or even gave an opinion on. But this isn't about Brandon, it's about Moist Critical. And so Moist Critical, he's just stating that if Sneako wants to fight, if he wants a match with Moist Critical, then he would have to fight Brandon. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Brandon up later, because I do want to discuss something that involves Sneako and Brandon. So as we're gonna see right now, Moist Critical, he just continues to just poke at Sneako.
He is a child porn enjoyer. He's a big Cuties fan. That doesn't constitute him being like an offending pedophile. He just enjoys little girls shaking their ass. Ask him about it, he'll tell you. The fine art of it, or some shit. The deeper message. I don't know how he has a homophobic community when he openly admits to watching his girl get fucked by a guy who was in the same bed with him. He even talked about him literally like having his, what was it, the dude's nutsack teabag him. Sneako got a strike on Rumble? No, I doubt that. What do? Bring his girlfriend on to get fucked by another man on Rumble or something? How did he get a strike?
Moist Critical talks about how Sneako was teabagged. I couldn't find anything on that. Maybe he saw something that I didn't, but I could not find not one clip talking about that event. Which, if it does exist and Sneako did do that, I mean, I don't care. But like, the fact is that like this is probably misinformation, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. And I also want to talk about this clip because I thought that this was an opportunity lost. Essentially, it's Sneako, he gets winded, Moist Critical watching the stream, and so like he starts to just go down this really destructive path of just saying a bunch of like F slurs, and it's crazy.
Zesty Critical is watching. Yo, what's up? Can't say that on Twitch. Pull up, debate me. Debate me on Rumble because I can't go on Twitch because I actually say something of value, soy boy.
Like, to me, when I saw that, I was like, really, bro? Like, why'd you take that route? Like, if anything, there was an opportunity here for you to reach more people. I mean, obviously, like, when you're online, you want to have a big reach, and he lost his opportunity here because it clearly, I mean, I don't know if because he said he used to watch Moist Critical back in the day, but I don't know if he knows this, but like Moist Critical, he's just a guy, he's not really a debate person. Like, he's like the type of guy that just likes to poke around and just have fun. Moist Critical practically gave you an opening for that. You know, he was all like engaged in this kind of, you know, 8th grade humor.
Oh, is he getting like real mad, like mad now? Is he not having fun? He started this. What's the point if it's not fun? Are you not having a good time, Sneako? That's unlucky. No, he's like mad, huh? All right, I'll stop. I didn't realize he was getting like mad. I turned it off. We can move on. Sorry. Jesus, sorry. This was supposed to be fun. All right, I'm gonna take my food down and we can move on. I didn't realize he was getting like steaming. It's always enjoyable to dabble in the pig pen for a bit. I just wish it was more reciprocated. He didn't even bother to really play ball.
And another thing is too, like, I felt like Sneako like really looked bad here, because I mean, bro, like, you're just going off. You could just straight out tell you're just emotional about this, and this does not make you look good at all.
Let's just fight, pussy. You could say all these names about me, laugh when somebody goes to jail, say that Fresh is a liar. Fresh is one of my best friends now, and I heard about him from your ass. I heard about him from you lying on his name because you don't understand what women are actually like. And I hope all your gaming fans come over to Rumble, actually get energized, see some real shit that's being talked about right now, which you completely avoided in your video. Realize that is a hoax meant to keep us inside and meant to keep us programmed so they can tax us more money and have more control even after 2020. The fact that you are not awake after the bullshit is stupid. Cope more, pussy. I would beat the out of you. Damn, that felt good.
Moist Critical ended up walking out of there looking really good, man, because he, like, after everything, like, he ended up just like saying like, oh, you know, he didn't reciprocate the energy. You know, it just sucks because I just wish Sneako would do that. Like, bro, I was actually looking forward to you guys kind of engaging in like that kind of humor. You seem like Sneako seemed like the type of person that would engage with that. After all, Sneako was the person who said that you need a bit of bullying in your life. So I personally wouldn't consider that bullying, because I mean, like, it's Moist Critical. You know, he's the type of guy who just likes to have like a good wit battle, and you could tell that he backed off as soon as Sneako was not feeling the vibe. He backed off. So it wasn't really bullying, at least to me. Like, it seems like Moist Critical knows his limit. But Sneako, though, he just took it to a whole nother level. And I think that he should have just been a bit more calmer. He should have just engaged with it. He could have talked with Moist Critical. They would have had a one-on-one, maybe even off Twitch, on Discord, and then just upload that to YouTube, and that could have looked really good on you. So Sneako, now he says that there's gonna be no back and forth now, that if he wants, if Moist Critical wants that like engagement, that he's gonna have to go up to Sneako and show him personally.
I will respond to his DMs. He has to show it to my face though. I'm done with the back and forth, bro. Show it to my face.
But I think that that's just an L, man. Like, you know, this stuff isn't done in streets anymore. This is all done online now. Anyways, I want to go ahead and leave you guys with that, and hopefully you guys learned something today.